Hello, I'm called Tim. I'm a member of the bottom 1%. All I have is the knowledge in my head, and I gladly share it with you. Today, I want to talk about some art, and I want to show you some art. Okay, you might not be able to see the reflection of the window pane. There we go. There we go. And this artist's name is Freddie Warren, and his art usually comes like this, framed and everything. And he is also a member of the bottom 1%. Why? Because he's an artist. And if your artists and your philosophers and your poets are at the bottom 1%, if we're destitute and we're starving, first of all, it's hard for us to create. And if you have a empire or civilization with no creation, it's not really a civilization at all. It's not anything. Okay. So I put his number in the description section if you're not watching live. And you can see that he does these kinds of pictures. He also does portraits. Maybe I'll show you some of his portraits. He'll loan me some of the portraits one day and I can make a video with that. He did a wonderful portrait of Obama for some people, and they loved it so much he had to do a portrait of Michelle Obama. And did really well. All you need is a picture. You send him a picture of yourself and he can do a portrait from the picture. And his rates are reasonable. And he's excellent at it. And in a future video I will show you that. Here is another work of his to show you the variation of what he does. And I really like this. It's a family. You can say it's African art, fine, but I consider it a family of dark energy, right, or dark matter. So here you have father, mother, child, and the father's wearing the sun disc. The child has the staff. Or you could say masculine femininity, and I guess you could say a child is more imagination or creativity. You can say this is the staff of Tahuti, of justice, right? You can go a lot of ways with this, depending on how deep you want to go, or it could just be, you look at it. That's the great thing about art. You can take it in so many directions based on what you know, what you feel. So I showed you two pieces from this artist, Freddie Warren, and he does excellent work of all different kinds. And right now he's doing portraits of a family in England, and they sent the pictures over. He's doing a family for them. Now what happened is the mother and father of the family sent the picture, and he did a portrait of them. They sent it over, one who commissioned him to do it, because it was for her family in England. And the mother and the children of the mother and father said, well, wait a minute. You got this great portrait. We're not in it. So they sent him pictures of their family, the whole family, together in one picture. And he has to make two, one to hang in each of the children's houses. So he's been working on that, painting it, putting the flesh colors in. It's magnificent. I mean, to watch him work, it's true genius. I keep trying to get him to do hangouts or to film himself working. I think that would be good, but he just, for some reason, he's very shy or inclusive. He doesn't want to put his image out there. He's an older gentleman, so the technology might be a little scary to him. But I showed you pieces of his art. That's just pieces. In the future, I hope to show you more. Right now, he's really hot to do portraits. A lot of people are doing portraits and hanging them up. And I know in England to do portraits is really a status thing, and it's really you want portraits of the family. In the South too, in the American South, you see that a lot. Portraits of the grandfather or whatever it is when they have a legacy. But the thing is, with kindred spirits in a way, because he's a fine artist, I can't draw with a lick. I'm a writer. We probably will hook up to do a comic book or a comic something someday. So I created a comic strip myself, and I'll probably be putting that back in my blog, one of my two blogs. I blog every day. So, yeah, I call it Timbro. So if you type in Timbro, Timbro, it'll probably come up on Google. You can see uh, the little comic strip, but it's not really drawn. I took some clip arts and I put my picture on it, and I created a little character and things. He's a kid that sits on top of a stoop of a brownstone and dispenses wisdom. But I probably will be working with Freddie Warren sometime in the future on some kind of art book, or maybe a comic book. But comic books are very demanding, and he's very meticulous in his detailing. So I don't know, time-wise, we'll see. But that was the art of Freddie Warren, and I want to show you that sometimes. Sometimes I talk about very heavy stuff, but that's the art. I'm very interested in art, music, movies, and all of those kinds of things. In the future, you'll see that I can talk about lighter subjects, although to me, I have a lot of fun talking about the heavy subjects. To me, it's fun, and I get excitement out of it and joy out of it. And I think that a lot of us should get joy out of things that have depth. A lot of people say they just want to veg out, and I was like, I don't really understand the fun in vegging out. I think that we should always be thinking and always be active, and to me, that's fun. So I will be seeing if I can borrow more pieces from him to show you. Maybe next time I'll show you 3 or 4 pieces, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes, if I can convince him to do that. And like I said, if you're watching this and the taping of this, if you're not watching it live, his phone number is there in the description section. You can get in touch with him. If anyone of the viewers has anything to say, or anyone in the chat room want to discuss art or the art I showed you, or want me to hold it back up or anything like that, speak now or forever hold your peace. Going once, going twice. See you next time, and remember to please take care of yourself, because it's rough out there.